What if I told you there's a bird that can solve puzzles, hold grudges for years, imitate human voices, and even plan for the future? Sounds like something from a science fiction movie, but it's real. And it's not a chimpanzee, a dolphin, or even a human. It's a raven. For centuries, ravens have appeared in myths, legends, and horror stories. People have called them messengers of death, tricksters, and even magical creatures. But the truth may be even more shocking. Scientists continue to discover abilities in ravens that seem almost impossible for a bird. And trust me, the last fact on this list is so unbelievable that many researchers didn't think it was possible. Let's dive in. 10. Ravens can recognize human faces. Think all birds see humans the same way? Think again. Ravens can actually recognize individual human faces. Not only that, they remember them. In one famous study, researchers wore different masks while capturing and releasing wild ravens. The birds quickly learned which faces were associated with danger. Years later, ravens still reacted aggressively toward the same masks. Even more amazing, young ravens that had never seen those people before also learned to dislike the dangerous faces by observing older birds. Imagine being remembered by a bird for years because you annoyed it once. That's exactly what can happen. Some researchers believe ravens pass this information through social learning, almost like sharing gossip. 9. They play just for fun. Most animals play when they're young. Ravens play their entire lives, and they don't do it for food or survival. They do it because it's fun. Scientists have observed ravens sliding down snowy rooftops repeatedly. They've been seen rolling down hills. Some even hang upside down from branches and swing back and forth. One raven was observed repeatedly dropping an object and catching it in midair. There was no reward, no purpose, just entertainment. This behavior is considered a sign of advanced intelligence because play requires curiosity and creativity. In other words, ravens don't just survive, they enjoy life. 8. They can imitate human speech. Parrots get all the attention, but ravens can imitate human voices too, and sometimes they're surprisingly good at it. Captive ravens have learned words, phrases, and even sounds like doors creaking, dogs barking, and alarms ringing. Some have copied human laughter. Others learned entire greetings. Imagine walking through a forest and hearing someone say, "Hello." You look around. Nobody's there. Then you discover it was a raven the whole time. A little creepy? Definitely, but also incredibly impressive. 7. Ravens use tools. Using tools was once considered uniquely human. Then scientists discovered animals doing it. And ravens are among the smartest tool users on Earth. They can bend wires, use sticks, and manipulate objects to reach food. In experiments, ravens solved complex multi-step puzzles that required planning and understanding cause and effect. Some even succeeded in challenges that young children struggled with. Think about that. A bird with feathers solving problems that confuse humans. That's not instinct. That's intelligence. 6. They can plan for the future. Here's where things start getting really weird. For a long time, scientists believed only humans could truly plan ahead. Then ravens ruined that theory. Researchers discovered ravens can save tools they don't currently need because they know they'll need them later. They also store food for future use, and they often hide these supplies strategically. This means ravens aren't just reacting to the present. They're thinking about tomorrow. That's a cognitive ability once believed impossible for birds. And if you think these birds are already impressive, wait until you discover how they trick each other. Remember, enemies, and even appear to understand death. The final fact is easily the most shocking of them all. Keep watching. 5. They trick other ravens. Ravens are clever, but they're also sneaky. When a raven hides food, it knows other ravens might be watching. So what does it do? Sometimes it creates fake hiding spots. The raven pretends to bury food somewhere while secretly hiding it elsewhere. It's basically performing a scam. Scientists believe this behavior shows ravens understand that other individuals have their own thoughts and intentions. That level of deception is extremely rare in animals. 4. They hold grudges. Remember the human faces from earlier? It gets even crazier. Ravens don't just remember threats. They remember enemies. For years, birds that experience negative interactions often continue, reacting aggressively long afterward. Researchers have documented long-term memory that can last for years. Imagine making a raven angry today. 5 years later, it sees you again, and it still remembers. Not many animals have that kind of memory. 3. They can solve incredibly complex puzzles. Scientists love challenging ravens, mostly because ravens keep winning. In several experiments, ravens solved puzzles requiring multiple sequential steps. Some tasks demanded patience. Others required understanding how different objects interacted. The birds consistently surprised researchers. What's remarkable isn't just solving the puzzle, it's figuring out the solution without being taught. That kind of flexible thinking is one reason ravens are often compared to great apes. 2. Ravens may understand death. This fact has fascinated scientists for years. When ravens discover a dead raven, they often gather around it. The behavior looks almost like a funeral. Researchers don't believe ravens mourn exactly like humans, but they do appear highly interested in investigating dead members of their species. Some scientists think these gatherings help them learn about dangers in the environment. Others believe there's more going on. Whatever the reason, the behavior is surprisingly complex and emotionally powerful to witness. 1. Their intelligence rivals. Great apes. Ready for the most shocking fact? Ravens possess some of the most advanced intelligence ever measured in a bird. In certain tests involving planning, memory, problem-solving, and tool use, they perform at levels comparable to great apes. Let that sink in. A flying animal weighing only a few pounds can solve problems that challenge some mammals with much larger brains. Researchers continue discovering new abilities every year, and many scientists believe we've only scratched the surface. The next time you see a raven watching from a tree, remember something. It may be studying you just as carefully as you're studying it. And who knows, it might even be smarter than you think. Ravens are far more than ordinary bird. They remember faces, use tools, plan ahead, play games, trick each other, and may possess intelligence levels that continue to surprise scientists around the world. So here's a question for you. Which raven fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed discovering these incredible animals, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more amazing facts from the natural world. Thanks for watching. And remember, the smartest creature in the sky might not be the one you expect.